let me just go ahead with the CRM system environment. So entire classes will be going on this IDS model. It's called International Demonstration and Evaluation System, which is provided by SAP. And my entire sessions would be going on based on the environment which is required for the any company on a PC manufacturer. For example, we take one PC for you company, and we see that most of the products, so SAP runs on with a lot of T codes and a lot of menu paths. So SAP menu runs like this. This is called SAP Easy Access or SAP GUI, where you will be given access based on the user usability. So each person will have his own user role. So if you can see this particular user called SAP user.
So is this the initial login?
This is the initial login screen. Anybody who enters into SAP, you will land up here. So you can.
No, this is more like a setup, isn't it?
See this? Yeah, it's like a setup. Let's see. Especially if we don't involve in it, the basis guys will be doing it. So here, if you can see, there is a validity date and various user groups. As we practice, this group will allow us to do everything. But when you go to an implementation, you can see the user groups here. A lot of authorization checks will be available. I'm just showing you how many kinds of people are involved in SAP implementation. Like your end users, like your key users, like your developers. If we can see these things, if I want only my domain leads from this country to access, then I can have country_FR. If I want only the IDS demo development should happen, then I will give this user group as IDS. This is an example of a training system. If you are doing a training, then we'll use these user groups. So like this, like for everything, super users, you can see this super means at this moment, IDS, what you will be getting while practicing it is super user, so that you can do whatever you want. If you are a technical user, then only I'll be giving you a technical access where you can do the web related things. You cannot do any functional activities. So it's just to throw a light on how the users are given in this GUI. So this GUI will be containing a menu, and we will be working to understand how this GUI works and where the users are going to get the access and how they're going to control the situation in the area of marketing, sales and service. So
I mean, can I ask a question? Sorry. So is this the web browser that you're using? Is it web access?
No, this one I'm using a GUI. I'm logging into the web browser now. That is the next option. Okay. You can see this CRM_UI.
So you have two options. So you have two options. You can log in through web browser or a web client.
Absolutely, absolutely. So web browser is only for the users, the end users, the business users, not for the consultants.
Right. So this is more of a SAP tool set, not the application itself.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is one of the, and mark this point, 4 years back we did not have this UI, web UI separated.
Right.
So from 4 years of phenomena where SAP has designed this so that people can log in through their mobile phones and through the mobile UI and also the web UI. Two UIs they have developed.
Right.
So this is one screen. People can log in through this URL.
Right. Okay.
The client's URL is sent to you. So this is one option, and web UI, SAP GUI. The third option what we have is SAP Project Reference Object, SPRO. This is called a T code, and this area is called a command prompt or command field. this, you can see the top field.
Right.
This is called command prompt, and this command prompt, if I know this SPRO, I'll type here and it will take me to implementation guide, where only the team SAP is given access to execute the project, the customization process. So here you will have the CRM related activities, something like master data, the basic functions, marketing, how you want to customize, and how these are going to affect the end users and also the super users or key users. So we will be working on business processes and scenarios where we have to customize according to the business process what we have understood from the customer. So here I'm showing you this IMG. IMG is called implementation guide. The second one is web UI, and the third one is the GUI. Let me open the third one also. So there are three screens which I'm opening. Follow my taskbar. You can see this.
So this is a desktop. So the screen that I'm seeing right now is a thin client, is a desktop installation, is it?
You mean the browser?
This is the web browser, right?
Yeah. This is a thin client. Yes, absolutely. This SAP logon, what you are seeing is a thin client. Around 30 MB, it will be there. And
so that's for consultants and the developers who wants to customize the system.
So see, basically it is like this. If you are a core contributor to the business, then you will be given a thin client.
Right.
Because thin client involves in the business license, isn't it? Client license.
Right, but what's the difference between web UI access versus a thin client?
So thin client doesn't require any web server environment. It works with your internal application, which is available with your CRM interface. But whereas your web GUI will work with a BSP application called, there is a BSP engine. It's called Business Server Pages of SAP, and it is a web application service of SAP, WAS.
Right. So it goes through 3-tier architecture versus a 2-tier architecture for the thin client. Is that right? So this thin client doesn't go through the application server or something, right?
Thin client doesn't go through a application server? No, because thin client is a user access. Like as soon as you log in, obviously it is going to connect to your core server wherever it is placed.
Right, okay.
And web server is open to your www root. So its web application is hosted over the www root, and wherever you are, you can log in and work on the system.
Right.
And in both the cases, SAP can never work in a 2-tier environment. Generally, it is having presentation. The second layer will be, especially I'm talking about CRM, then it has 3 layers. One is the database, web services, web servers, and all this area called the first layer. The second layer is something called middleware.
Right.
SAP CRM's major contributor is middleware.
Right.
And the third layer, the middleware will have all the adapters, all the integration environment with the other systems, because SAP considers its CRM system as a logical machine. It's never a physical business.
Right.
And it needs instant connectivity to BI servers. It needs instant connectivity to the ERP backends, where no other CRM has done at that level actually. When you're talking about the built-in integration, SAP has achieved very strong results.
Okay.
Because of its proprietary ERPs and proprietary business intelligence tools and business objects tools, because of its business content, because SAP's strength is its content. So what it has done is when it has implemented its CRM, when the other companies like Siebel, PeopleSoft, when they have built the CRMs, they have thought about the business, and this fellow, on day one, he thought about the integration. So when the integration between the CRM and the other ERP and other tools will happen, automatically system is going to give a good result. And obviously, after 8 years of inception, now SAP CRM stands as number one in the world.
Right.
So middleware is one important part when it comes to your SAP CRM related architecture.
So that's the
and
middleware
on the
is
top
the
layer,
NetWeaver architecture, is it?
no, middleware and NetWeaver are completely different things. NetWeaver is something like your SOA, service-oriented architecture, which
Right.
is built in with your fundamental basis. Basis means SAP has a basis framework, which will
Right.
have NetWeaver as the foundation layer. Because NetWeaver is an integration platform, or it is, I can say, it is a connectivity. Suppose if you buy an ECC license, ECC comes with NetWeaver, built-in NetWeaver. If you buy
Right.
ECC
So
with
it sits on the middleware, right? On the middle layer, right? I mean, it
no. On the lower layer, I'm talking about the framework. When you install the software, NetWeaver comes along with the architect, along with the basis, the DBA part. You doesn't need to install separately. The NetWeaver installation is not required.
no, I'm not talking about installation. I'm talking
It
about
comes
architecture.
with. Now,
I mean, I
NetWeaver
don't care
architecture
about.
and middleware are complete different formats,
Okay.
because middleware deals with adapters.
Right.
Middleware deals with subscription, publication,
Right.
but
Right.
NetWeaver is only a facility where it can fix up. Suppose I have bought CRM, tomorrow I want to get into business intelligence to have the advanced control reports. This NetWeaver will help me to immediately plug in because NetWeaver is already found the integration forever, for lifetime. So NetWeaver stands on as an integration platform, but it's not integration server. NetWeaver, it
Right.
cannot help you in integrating by itself. It doesn't have adapters facility. It doesn't have publications. Middleware will do that. So
Right.
middleware is a separate architecture. NetWeaver is part of the foundation.
Right.
Always when you discuss about NetWeaver, and remember that NetWeaver is provided for the overall integration. You're correct. But for NetWeaver, middleware is only one of the activities. It is not all of the activities. So I can just show you just a minute. When we are talking about NetWeaver, let us throw a light on the NetWeaver. Generally, SAP comes up with some diagram saying that a refrigerator diagram. So where we have all the integrations explained there. So that diagram will give you the
That's okay. If it's not working, that's fine. You don't have to.
No, I'm just because when discussing about architecture, let me just show you the picture. So that would be an exact where you can see, like SAP has provided the people integration. It is NetWeaver talks about a refrigerator diagram. If you can see the
Okay, I can.
in the net.
I can look at it myself. Don't worry about it.
Yes. So if you can see that is going to be a NetWeaver, going to be a platform which is going to be provided, and middleware is completely a different thing. Suppose I'll tell you one big advantage of SCRM. In CRM, you require a lot of statistical reports, right, for the future prospective business.
Right.
So in that particular business, like if I want some intelligence, there is something called NetWeaver BI. That means I don't require a SAP BI server. We can activate that BI server. And NetWeaver will have something called the integration with WAS, the web application server. So it will see in a simple language. If you want me to give a statement on NetWeaver, it is a single sign-on technology of SAP.
Okay.
Right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's how it is. So so basically, as a consultant and as a architect, so maybe yeah, you would be looking into the NetWeaver very much in. But yes, NetWeaver is much into an administration concept. But yes, as a functional consultant, that is our job to understand where but NetWeaver as such, you will not find some direct work to be done here. If you can see this SAP NetWeaver here.
Okay.
So it comes with your business intelligence, app server, and knowledge management. So NetWeaver comes up with an access to all these settings. So this is much about your geographical settings, much about time zones. So yeah, see it as an admin concept. And as far as functional guys are concerned, we have to understand NetWeaver provides the facility to integrate to the external world. It's an integration platform of SAP. But it is not a middleware.
Right. Okay.
It also accommodates middleware. Middleware for NetWeaver is one of the feature which will give them this service oriented. Heard about this ESA, right? Enterprise Service Architecture.
Right. Right. Like SOA.
Yeah. So ESOA, Enterprise Service Oriented Architecture. So that's where NetWeaver fits in, and software as a service, SaaS as well. Okay,
Right.
so coming to the CRM again is divided into multiple modules, like something like marketing, sales, and service. So we would be working on the base customization part, like that means how to give the foundation like master data, and especially like any ERPs work on your transaction data, your master data, and control data, isn't it? So that's where we play around. So control data is much about the customizations for long term, and where multiple master data will be using it. And master data is a long term use data, like your customer master, your product, your org model. And the third one is the transaction data, where we'll be working how to work with our client when the transactions like leads, like opportunities, claims, like warranties, like orders, quotations. And SAP CRM is little critical when you're thinking about the integration perspective. So I will definitely throw a light on the middleware aspects. And as far as the middleware is concerned, as a functional consultant, remember that there are three aspects. One is configuration, monitoring, troubleshooting. So configuration of middleware is again a middleware consultant's job. So you don't get into all the customizations of the middleware. Then you cannot throw a light on the troubleshooting and monitoring part. So focus on the troubleshooting and monitoring parts of the middleware. Then base customization, this is called the foundation of our SAP CRM. The second area is something called CRM marketing, and the third is CRM sales. Fourth will be CRM service. So these are the areas which we are going to deal in the entire sessions. And my approach would be basically like a case study driven, like if you can understand, because SAP is a pre-configured CRM, not like a configured, like the configuration levels used in SAP CRM are very less, because it has a lot of standard features. When especially people coming from other technology, here your development efforts are comparatively quite less. But the efforts in the analysis, that means why should I use this feature, where should I use this feature, when should I use this feature, you have to have that judgment. If the judgment is going to be wrong, then ultimately SAP implementation will take larger time than required. So you would be traveling with me about the customizations, and you come back with some case studies, and I will be sharing materials like each of these. And if you want to write certification, yes, I'm there to help you to get certified in SAP CRM. As I'm a master certified guy, I can definitely help you in some tips and tricks to get certified. And coming to workability. Suppose if you're getting some interviews, and if you want me to help you down to understand how to get into positions, maybe a starter position as a consultant, or maybe as a principal consultant, maybe as a project manager position, or a client relationship manager. So it may be a pre-sales job sometimes. So whatever it is, like I can give you a very good approach to win the plots of the scenario wherever you go. So that will be a continuous, and I will be helping you out with my forums and also a continuous interaction with the students. So that's where you can expect a result-driven training more than an academic-driven training.
Right.
So see, basically, yeah, because as we go ahead, because tomorrow also at the same time I have my session, you can attend one more session, that's not a problem. We will get into some of the, because today I think somewhat we could not catch up with the time, and things did not go that well like as I thought, because systematically I have to show you some more PowerPoint presentations or PDFs which are there with me. So tomorrow's session, like I would be going in detail about that.
Okay, what time is tomorrow's session?
Showing you. Yeah, tomorrow this is 8:30, like the timing which has been said by Karthik.
Okay.
Karthik, are you there?
So can you tell me a little bit about the course? So I would like to do a fast track course.
No issues. Fast track is not at all an issue. But yes, it depends on your speedy mechanism. That means fast track happens like this. I will give you the entire structure of the course from tomorrow's, because session from top to bottom. You have to finish it because we'll have a structured, we'll not go back every day. Suppose these 3 days I'm going to deal base customer, these 3 days I'm only going to deal base customization.
Right.
We'll go in a quick format, no issues about it.
Right. So how long does that take?
So that will, you in a fast track you can expect a 50% reduction, but if you're expecting a 75% reduction of time, it's left to you. Like speed, if you can catch up, there's no issue for me to, because sometimes some of my clients in US, I have done the entire CRM in 3 days.
No, I mean I would like maybe a month.
Month is exactly no issues.
What do you recommend? What do you recommend? You know, I'm just.
I basically recommend you to understand because you are going to go into senior levels, isn't it? It's not something that you are a shoulder consultant and where you can manage things. You should manage teams.
Right.
If you go into the next levels, you know, already you would have gone into senior levels, and having multiple CRM exposure, CRM being a big brother of all the CRMs now, because and having other CRMs knowledge, yes, you will be getting into integration projects.
No, I mean, please tell me, you know, what would be an ideal time frame for a fast track course?
Ideal time frame for a fast track would be 30 days.
Okay, and so 30 days, and how many days per week and how many hours per day?
Oh, per day, see, regular class will be 1.5 hours, and the rest of the sessions will go on a weekend on a one-to-one, because every person who's sitting in the class may not prefer fast track.
Right.
The other guys will not join you in the second session.
Right. So just give me at a high level, you know, how would a fast track course, you know, just give me the structure.
It is 1.5 hours every day. On weekends we'll be having, see, I'll tell you, I have to cover overall 50 to 60 hours. It depends on the number of doubts raised by the candidates and how many hours they are clarifying and all this stuff.
Right.
So let us assume 60 hours. So 60 hours per month, per week. If I am covering 15 hours, then it's going to take 4 weeks.
Right. So do you think it's practical to do the whole training in a month? or do you recommend more than a month?
Obviously, I would recommend 1.5 month. Should be for an experienced guy 1.5 month. For a newcomer, it is 3 to 4 months.
Okay. Okay. So
That is
so you're recommending
ideal.
6 weeks.
Yes, 6 weeks would be. It will not be a hush-hush kind of thing because.
Right. Yeah.
Where
I mean,
you,
I want to learn at the. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I want to be able to learn. So, I mean, okay. So 6 weeks. 6 weeks,
yeah.
and then like 5 days a week, or is it every day? How does?
It is 5 days a week because that's what we are covering 1.5 hour a day. Then
Right.
definitely it is 15 hours target is anyway reached. So that is the reason we have some time like which we are trying to cover up.
Okay, so
1.5 hours, 5 days is enough. The 6 days anyway, there's no class for the regular sessions, guys. They revise or they come back with some revision of the entire classes.
okay, so you're saying it will be 5 days a week, and
Yeah.
an hour and a half.
Yeah, 5 days a week, and you will have an extra session on Saturday.
Okay,
The
and what?
15 hours target, what we're talking about.
Okay, and what would the timings be?
Timings would be evening this time, India time, after
Okay,
post my work.
right. And on Saturday?
On Saturday, yes, we can fix up. See, it is again left to us. It is each batch will have its own choices. So we will
So,
Saturday. Most of them are free. So then we will have a unique time.
okay,
We will,
so
as the course starts, we can decide.
all right, so I'll be so during the week I'll be part of a group, right? And then I'll be
Yeah,
dialing in, just like this.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, and what else do I get? Do I get like all the training materials?
Yes. Training materials you'll get, and you will be because each section of the course, like I would be transferring you those files.
Okay. So what would the training material look like? I mean, is it just
That is
PowerPoint
SAP.
presentations?
It is SAP's core partners material, which is used vastly across the globe.
Okay. Okay. And I'll have access to the system
Yes,
for.
yes, that is part of your course curriculum and the
Okay.
course fees like what you're paying. So the Karthik will about the system and all these things. Karthik will give you the clarity. If you can post class also, you can talk to him.
All right. All right.